So there is a topic that has been generating a lot of interest in recent times. And as climate change concerns continue to mount, the global push towards greener transportation options continue to gain momentum. In recent years, electric cars have gained more prominence in developed countries, and many are wondering if the same trend will be observed in Africa. So the world is moving towards a more sustainable energy sources, and electric cars have become a viable alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles. However, with Africa being vast and diverse continent with unique environmental circumstances, the question still remains, will electric cars survive in Africa? Electric cars have come a long way since the early 19th century. They were popular in the early 19th, but they were eventually overtaken by gasoline-powered cars. This was due to a number of factors, including the development of more powerful gasoline engines and the increasing availability of gasolines. In recent years, there has been a renewed interest in electric cars due to concerns about air pollution and climate change. Electric cars are believed to be much cleaner than gasoline-powered cars, and they produce no emissions. As technology continues to improve, it is likely that electric cars will become more popular in the years to come. Tesla Motors, founded in 2003, is a company that is believed to have made electric cars popular. The market for electric cars have grown significantly in recent years. According to International Energy Agency, in 2019, 2.2 million electric cars were sold, representing just 2.5% of global car sales. In 2020, electric car sales were able to rise to 3 million, representing 4.1% of total car sales globally. In 2021, electric car sales more than doubled to 6.6 million, representing close to 9% of the global car market and more than tripling their market share from 2 years earlier. There were 10.5 million electric cars on the road worldwide in 2022, and this represents a growth of 60% from 2021. Some top countries in terms of electric car sales in 2022 were China, United States, Norway, and Germany. So let's talk about some importance and impacts of electric cars on the environment. Electric cars are believed to have more benefits over gasoline-powered cars. On the environment, electric cars are believed to be more environment-friendly, and this is because they produce zero emissions. This means that they do not contribute to air pollution or climate change. Electric cars are also more efficient than gasoline-powered cars, which means that they use less energy. And this can help to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and also help reduce dependency on oil imports. However, electric cars are not without their environmental challenges. The production of batteries for electric cars require the mining of rare earth metals, which can have environmental impacts. Also, the disposal of batteries can be challenging as they contain toxic chemicals. The number of electric cars in Africa is relatively small as compared to other regions. And data on electric car sales and registrations is not always readily available. There are some estimates and data available to give an indication of the current state of electric car adoption in Africa. According to the International Energy Agency, there were 1,559 electric cars on the road in Africa in 2022. This represents less than 0.1% of the total number of cars on the continent. South Africa had the highest number of electric cars on the road in Africa in 2022, with approximately 1,000 electric cars. Other countries include Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, and Nigeria. There is no track record of the number of electric cars in Ghana yet. So this relatively small number of electric cars in Africa make people wonder and ask whether electric cars will survive in Africa. So in our findings, we realized that the adoption of electric cars in Africa faces a unique set of challenges that makes it even more difficult for it to gain traction than in other parts of the world. However, It is still believed that there is still potential for electric cars to be successful in Africa if these challenges can be addressed. One of the main challenges facing the adoption of electric cars in Africa is the lack of adequate charging infrastructures. Many African countries have limited access to reliable electricity, and even in countries where the electricity grid is relatively stable, power outages are common. Additionally, there are few charging stations in Africa, which makes it difficult for electric car owners to travel long distances. Another challenge is the cost of electric cars. Electric cars are currently more expensive than gasoline-powered cars, and the high upfront cost may be a barrier for many potential buyers in Africa. Additionally, the cost of importing electric cars into Africa may be high due to import taxes and shipping fees. However, there are also some factors that could make electric cars successful in Africa. For example, many African countries have high levels of air pollution due to the widespread use of gasoline-powered cars, and electric cars could help to reduce this pollution. Additionally, many African countries have abundant renewable energy resources, such as solar and wind power, which could be used to power electric cars. To make electric cars more successful in Africa, several solutions are needed. One solution is to invest in charging infrastructure, such as building more charging stations and improving access to reliable electricity. Another solution is to reduce the cost of electric cars, either through government subsidies or by promoting the development of local electric car manufacturing industry. Finally, it may be necessary to raise awareness about the benefits of electric cars and educate consumers about how to use and maintain them. While the adoption of electric cars in Africa may face challenges, there is still potential for them to be successful if these challenges can be addressed. By investing in high infrastructure, reducing the cost of electric cars, and promoting awareness and education, electric cars could help to reduce air pollution and improve access to sustainable transportation in Africa. So, as the cost of electric cars come down and the charging infrastructure improves, it is more likely that we would see more electric cars on the roads of Africa in the years to come. So, what do you think? Do you think electric cars will survive in Africa? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.